King Midas and the Golden Touch. Once upon a time, there was a king named Midas who ruled the kingdom of Phrygia. Midas was very rich and loved gold more than anything in the world. He would spend hours in his treasure room, admiring his gold coins, golden statues, and jewelry. But no matter how much gold he had, he always wanted more. One day, Midas did a kind act for a wise and powerful god named Dionysus. To show his gratitude, Dionysus offered to grant the king one wish. Midas didn't have to think long. He knew exactly what he wanted. "I wish that everything I touch would turn to gold," Midas exclaimed. Dionysus frowned. "Are you sure? That is a dangerous wish," the god warned. But Midas was certain. "Yes, I am sure. With the golden touch, I will be the richest man in the world." Reluctantly, Dionysus granted the wish. "From now on, everything you touch will turn to gold," he said. And with that the god disappeared. The golden touch. Midas couldn't wait to test his new power. He reached out and touched a nearby table. Instantly, the table transformed into solid gold. Midas was overjoyed. He touched a chair, gold. He touched the curtains, gold. Everything he touched turned into beautiful, shining gold. Laughing with delight, Midas walked through his palace, touching everything he could. Soon, his entire palace was glittering with gold. "This is wonderful," Midas thought. "I am the richest king in the world." But as the day went on, Midas began to notice some problems with his wish. When he sat down to eat dinner, he picked up a piece of bread. Poof! It turned to gold. He tried to drink some water, but the cup turned to gold in his hands, and the water became solid gold too. Midas's heart sank. He was surrounded by gold, but he couldn't eat or drink anything. The most painful lesson. Midas was beginning to realize that his wish wasn't as wonderful as he had imagined. But the worst was yet to come. As Midas sat in his golden palace, his daughter came running to him. She hugged him tightly, but as soon as his hands touched her, she turned to gold. Midas was horrified. His beloved daughter, now a golden statue, stood frozen before him. Tears filled his eyes, and he cried out in despair. "What have I done?" Midas now understood the terrible consequences of his greed. The golden touch, which he thought would make him happy, had taken away everything that truly mattered. His food, his water, and worst of all, his daughter. Undoing the golden touch. Desperate to undo his mistake, Midas called out to Dionysus, begging for help. "Please, take back this terrible gift. I no longer want the golden touch. I see now that it is a curse." Dionysus heard Midas's cries and took pity on him. I warned you, Midas, but you did not listen. However, I will give you a chance to make things right. The god told Midas to go to the river Pactolus and wash his hands in the water. The river will wash away the golden touch, and everything you turn to gold will return to its normal form. Midas rushed to the river and dipped his hands into the water. As soon as the cool water touched his skin, he felt the curse lift. He hurried back to his palace and, to his great relief, his daughter was restored to life. She hugged him tightly, and this time, she remained warm and alive. Midas had learned a valuable lesson about greed. From that day on, he no longer cared for gold or riches. Instead, he appreciated the simple things in life and never wished for more than he needed. The moral of The Golden Touch of Midas. Greed can lead to disaster, and we should appreciate what we already have. Midas's desire for more and more gold blinded him to the things that truly mattered: his family, his health, and his happiness. This story teaches us that sometimes, getting what we want can come with unexpected and harmful consequences. Questions about the golden touch of Midas. 1. What was King Midas's greatest wish? 2. Why did Midas ask for the golden touch? 3. What happened when Midas tried to eat or drink after getting the golden touch? 4. How did the golden touch affect Midas's daughter? 5. How was King Midas able to undo the golden touch?
Little duck, quack, 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 quack.